Most travelers speeding down Interstate 25 only see the San Mateo Mountains as a jagged purple silhouette against the western horizon. But out here there's another way, a road most people never take. Because if you turn off at Magdalena and head south on NM 107, the pavement fades away and a backdoor into New Mexico's soul begins. This isn't just a forest road, it's a ghost road, a road braided with 3 centuries of frontier ambition. Spanish scouts, mining booms, sheep empires, outlaw legends, and desert survival written directly into the land. This weekend, NM4W set out to follow it, not just across the landscape, but through time. Our journey began in Magdalena, a town that was once anything but quiet. In the late 1800s, this was Trail's End, the terminus of the Magdalena Livestock Driveway. Nearly 250,000 sheep and cattle were driven through here toward the railhead, the air thick with dust and hoofbeats echoing through the valley. Above town rises Magdalena Peak, where Spanish soldiers once believed they saw the face of a woman in the rock, the famous lady on the mountain. To them, it was a sign of protection, in a land guarded fiercely by Apache warriors.
For making it. I'm hoping that this will be a good trip. I'm a little disappointed that the front decided to start working its way through, so hopefully the wind doesn't bother us too much. But, if you saw on the website, I kind of dubbed this the Ghost Road.
And with that history behind us, our convoy rolled south into the San Mateos. As NM 107 carried us toward Rosedale Canyon, the story shifted from cattle dust to gold. In 1882, a miner named Jack Richardson struck a vein that sparked a fever. Almost overnight, a town exploded out of the rock, powered by a stamp mill that hammered day and night. But Rosedale's glory was haunted. To the west, the legendary Apache Kid, a scout turned outlaw, roamed these ridges. Miners worked with one eye on the shadows, never quite sure what watched from above. The boom didn't end with a whimper, but with disaster. In 1916, a fire deep underground trapped toxic bad air in the shafts. The mines became tombs sealed by the very gases that closed them. Even today, Rosedale remains a ghost beneath the mountains.
When we turned into the Cibola National Forest, we weren't just entering higher country. We were driving onto something older. The braided strands of the El Camino Real de Tierra Adentro. The King's official highway followed the Rio Grande Valley. But it was dangerous, hot, and exposed. Spanish scouts and Puro guides knew better. They used this high country corridor as a strategic bypass, where timber offered shade and springs meant survival. Driving it today feels like traveling the working road of an empire, a path of prospectors, shepherds, and settlers who built New Mexico from the mountains up. Passing Bell Hill, we entered the former domain of the Luna family. At the turn of the 20th century, Solomon Luna was known as the Sheep King of New Mexico, moving nearly 100,000 head of livestock through these canyons. Nearby, the Golden Bell mine promised a different kind of fortune. Unlike the giants of Rosedale, this was a pocket mine where men chased narrow lightning strike veins of gold through lonely crags. Out here, a single shovel of dirt could change a family's destiny, or leave them with nothing but the wind. And as the days stretched on, our journey carried us deeper into the southern San Mateos. By evening, the road finally whispered to a halt at Luna Park Campground, deep in these mountains. This was once the heart of the V Cross P Ranch and the edge of the world. Cowboys here lived an 1850s lifestyle well into the roaring 20s. Defending herds from the last Mexican wolves and searching for hidden outlaw camps. That night, as New Mexico four-wheeler members gathered around the fire, beneath a sky crowded with stars, it was impossible not to feel like guests in a landscape that has hosted Piro hunters, Spanish silver seekers, Victorian miners, and the ghost of the San Mateos himself, the Apache Kid. Out here, history doesn't feel distant. It feels close enough to touch. Morning came quietly. Coffee brewed, engines started, and camp slowly disappeared behind us. If day one was a climb into the ambition of gold and mountain empires, day two was a descent into the reality of the New Mexican desert, a land where water is the only currency that matters, and where the names on the map still tell stories of survival, whiskey, and thunder. The route wound around La Cuesta de Trujillo, a massive natural staircase of cliffs and benches. For the Trujillo family, these weren't scenic overlooks. They were the boundaries of a grazing empire. At Cuesta Spring, we could almost imagine the noise of thousands of sheep, staged here before the trek across the plains. Then the road dropped into Red Rock Arroyo, where volcanic black gave way to fiery stone. This sandy canyon floor was a silent highway of the 1800s, used by Apache scouts and Spanish patrols alike. But travelers always kept one eye on the sky, because in a narrow arroyo like this, a distant storm can send a wall of water roaring through with the speed of a freight train. The second leg carried us through what locals still call ex-ranch country. In early New Mexico, ranches weren't defined by courthouse deeds, but by brands burned into leather. The Flying X was legendary, easy to see from horseback, and nearly impossible for rustlers to alter. The X Ranch occupied the crucial buffer between summer grass and the peaks, and winter warmth to the Rio Grande Valley. Even today, when you see X Ranch on a map, you aren't just looking at a property. You're looking at a century-old claim to the wilderness. From there, the land sharpened. We passed Whiskey Hill, where bootleggers once watched for lawmen, and Lightning Ridge, an exposed volcanic spine notorious for monsoon storms crowned with electricity. Crossing here was always a gamble with the heavens. As the route passed, towering hoodoos rose like ancient signposts. These stone giants guided travelers for centuries, long before maps existed, leading them toward Deer Springs, a reliable oasis in a harsh country. The trail carried us through Carbon Canyon, past Penasco Spring, where coal prospectors once searched for black gold, leaving behind only the road itself and the quiet. At last, we emerged back onto NM1, standing on the original alignment of the Royal Road itself. We began in a town born of the railroad, climbed through ghost mines of the gold rush, followed Spanish shortcuts, descended into cattle country, and returned through time. The San Mateos stood behind us once more, a rugged island of history in a sea of desert. And for the New Mexico four-wheelers, it was another reminder: the best trails aren't just routes across the land. They are journeys through time. We'll see you on the next road into history.